Johnny Chang.
So what does Jesus actually mean when he says, if your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and throw it away, right? When Jesus was crucified,
He's saying don't sin, you guys.
his face was covered in blood because the crown of thorns, right? So it's safe to say that his blood was washing his own eyes, drenched in his eyes.
No way.
Would you agree? So his blood washing over his eyes, blinding him potentially, is symbolic of undoing the sins we commit with our eyes. Sheesh. The lust of the eyes,
Absolutely not, you guys.
the envy of the eyes,
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
the jealousy, the desire, the hatred that leads to
One idiot.
sin. Jesus isn't saying pluck it out because you can't. He's saying just like the blood covering my eyes in order to undo the sin, you
Look at these
committed
guys.
with your eyes.
Wow.
My blood also covered you and undid all the sins
wow,
you committed.
amen.
Bars, understand? He was literally blinded
Tickle my
for
eyes,
us in order
Johnny.
to undo all the sin. He
This
was
is an
blinded so
eye-tickling
we
message.
can see. Understand?
What an
So our
idiot.
paths are sinful. Our walk a lot of the times is very sinful. But his feet, Jesus, was pierced because our feet, right, to undo the sin and to undo our sinful walk, guys. Deep, right?
No.
We don't have to cut off our feet
Shallow. Very
or
shallow.
cut off our arm anymore. Matthew chapter 5 is suggesting
Look how he says the exact opposite of what Jesus just said.
that Jesus walked the perfect path, perfect walk. He also washed our feet, not just with water, but through the blood.
Not your feet.
He took the punishment of our crooked steps.
He's not
Sheesh.
washing the feet of the false teachers.
Our
man.
sinful nature undone because of Jesus.
There's not a single verse that says that.
This is why Psalm 119 verse 105 tells us that the word, Jesus, is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Sheesh. So what that means is the word, Jesus Christ, John chapter 1 verse 1, John
No
1:14.
way. Okay, so I'm so sorry, but we're gonna go to ChatGPT just to show you guys how dumb this is. So you go to Psalm 105. I'm sorry, 119, 105, and so we're gonna say the word word in Hebrew. What does it mean? Explain in depth here. You guys are gonna see how messed up this is. Debar, all right. It's a matter of thing, a speech, a saying. It means to speak or declare. Wow. Situation, prophetic, and I would hope you guys know what the word means in John 1:1. I shouldn't have to look that one up. It's God's revealed will, instruction, and promise. It's not talking about Jesus. And in John 1:1, it's the Greek word logos, which is talking about Jesus. So,
Jesus is a lamp, sinful nature, undone because of Jesus. This is why Psalm 119 verse 105 tells us that the word, Jesus, is a lamp unto
Horrible.
my feet and a light unto
see
my
how wicked that is?
path.
It's Damar, it's not logos.
Sheesh. So what that means is the
Completely different.
word, Jesus Christ, John chapter 1 verse 1, John 1:14, brought light to my sinful dark path. Make sense?
You can just make up everything,
He res-
anything you want right here.
He replaced our darkness
I hate
with
this.
his light. It's very significant, right? And there's more significance. The last part, he was pierced on his side. There's a huge significance to why Jesus was pierced on his side. Because who came from the rib or side of Adam, Chava, which is Eve, right? And Eve was the first person to actually sin against God. By what? Eating the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So Genesis chapter 2 verse 21 tells us that Eve was taken from Adam's rib and she was the one who ate the fruit. Understand? So Jesus had to be pierced on his side in order to undo the sin of Eve as well. Sheesh, that's a bar. So just as Eve was taken from Adam's side and later sinned, which caused all of humanity to fall into the curse, right? Jesus' side was pierced to show us that he undid the sin brought forth from Adam and Eve, and that's why blood and water flowed out of his side. Understand? The blood represents the atonement for sins, guys, through his sacrifice, okay? We know that. And the water represents the purification and a new life. So just like Ephesians chapter 5 tells us, Jesus being pierced on his side restores us. Because from Eve, the fall, he was pierced and undid all of that. So through Jesus' sacrifice, we are reconciled, right? And he reconciled us, man and woman, back to God. Now, please Google all of this. Impossible. We teach this in my Bible studies. We teach
And
this
then he
in
says impossible
Or of
because
the
I'm
Heart.
making it up, and
This
I'm the only one who believes any of this.
Word, which is free. Daily devotionals free. Doing this for free. Guys, you want to learn, right? This is the type of stuff you want to learn. You want to grow with God, right? Amen. Link in the bio. You guys see it? It's all here. Link in the bio, YouTube. Link in the bio, Instagram. Link in the bio, TikTok. Understand? But we're going to go way crazy. I have 50 different videos on stuff like this. And that's all free too. If you want to support the ministry, good for you. If not, it's okay. But at least support with your time and your
It's wicked.
ear. At least, right? Give me your ear. Don't give me your wallets. That's cool. Give me your ear and give me your heart so we can grow. Amen? It's not a
Don't give him the ear, don't give him the
money,
heart.
bro. Your $20 a month ain't going to do me nothing. Respect.
1 Corinthians 15:33, bad company corrupts good morals. Proverbs 27:17,
Fully.
iron sharpeneth iron. Proverbs 13 verse 20, the companion
was
of
a gang
fools
ma-
be destroyed. Ephesians 5:11, do not have fellowship with the darkness.
Bro, I was trapping.
Rather,
And I was making $40K a month. If
expose it.
it was really about money, I'm not doing this. I'll make $1,000 working an hour a day.
1 Corinthians 10 verse 20, do not have fellowship with the devils. Do not drink the cup of devils.
Understand?
This guy has a demon tattoo on his neck. He, maybe he could invest in some turtlenecks. I know it looks kind of weird. It's a turtleneck. But when people ask about it, you can say, well, I'm covering up a demon. It's like, I know I don't look that great, but that's why I have these turtlenecks. Turtlenecks for Christ. Custom turtleneck,
That guy.
Or you could go full on out
You guys
tattoo removal.
Truly-
I don't know.
learn.
How about a little tattoo that says "I hate the devil" and then you have the dragon, you have the demon. I don't know, but this guy is very wicked. His doctrine's wicked. The fruit is wicked.
Amen.
It's all wicked. It's wicked, wicked, wicked.
I want you guys to truly learn.
He's wicked.